I'm Kasey Watkins, and with me is Nigel Pruitt, and we're at halftime of a very, very exciting, very up-tempo Miller Grove versus Jonesboro game. So, Nigel, what did you think about some of the action we just saw?
It was very up-tempo. Obviously, you see Jonesboro trying to, get their offense rolling and also try to cause chaos with their defense as well, being known that they're known for that. Miller Grove, obviously, their guards are not allowing that to happen, causing havoc, getting turnovers, getting easy layups, and that's why you see the difference in the lead right now.
And definitely Miller Grove is one of those teams that's just really consistent, controlling the tempo. I think that Jonesboro, if they want to win this game, they really need to slow it down, get into their half-court offense. They've been really going fast. They've been drawing some fouls, but not really hitting it at the charity strike.
Yeah, missed free throws has been a big theme throughout the day, not just this game, but obviously I think it'll pick up in the second half for sure. This is far from over, and I'm excited to see how it finishes up.
I'm sure these guys are gassed. They've been running nonstop. I feel like I'm watching a track meet out here, but it's some really cool, really exciting action out here. We saw some really good blocks, people getting down on the ground, scrapping, even a little funny missed free throw there. But this is what the Summer League is for, to really get out the kinks and get these offenses and defenses together. We saw Miller Grove trying out, their full court trap, getting some turnovers, which I'm sure they'll want to utilize in the upcoming year.
Oh, for sure. And also, it's a shame to see, Al Tariq is playing, but, MJ Walker isn't playing. And it's exciting to see him play, but he's a great talent. But, again, it's going to be a great finish nonetheless. And obviously, I don't know. I think it might go to overtime. I feel like it's going to go to overtime.
Is that your prediction?
That's my prediction. That's my prediction to go overtime.
I mean, that would be exciting. I don't agree, but we'll see. We'll see in the second half. I'm Kasey Watkins, and with me I have Nigel Pruitt. And Nigel, we didn't get your predicted overtime action, but I will say that Jonesboro definitely fought back after reaching up to a 20-point deficit. They showed some real fight. They kept going. They didn't give up, which was really impressive.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you never had the game until the clock struck zero. But, I mean, obviously, for most of the game, it's predomination by Miller Grove. Sound defense, knocking down shots on offense, having the full roster as well. I mean, they have like a whole football team on their bench, being able to just rotate guys, fresh legs after that press after press after press. And Jonesboro, obviously, he saw they were winded. It got to them, and at the end, it makes you wonder, what if they played that the entire game? And then you ask, what if they had MJ Walker? Would the game be different? I don't know, but hey, obviously the outcome happened. Miller Grove come on top, so gotta live with the reality. So
and definitely, I totally agree with you. But Jonesboro, they started that full court press, and they had back-to-back steals, and you just have to wonder if they came up with that same defensive intensity. Would this be a different outcome? Miller Grove couldn't break it. So I was super impressed by that, and that's something they can definitely take going to the season and finishing off the all season. So
sure.
Super awesome. And Miller Grove also too came out the half really just busting it open with the threes, looking like the Warriors out there. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, they came out with a mission. I mean, obviously the head coach is back, so they want to show what they've been working on obviously this summer. And so they took an opportunity. Obviously the game was theirs. They went ahead and closed the deal. I mean, obviously from the game to game, you never really saw them give up the lead. I mean, they always had the lead, always in control, and they might we're up, might as well finish off the game, and they did that today. So
and they definitely controlled every aspect, from the tempo to the shots to the defense. Miller Grove just has such a dominating presence on the court, which pretty much tells a story of their consistency over the past few years.
Yeah, I mean, these are two teams that are known for defense. I mean, both know have good presses, but obviously Miller Grove had the better defense today. But, again, Jonesboro showing it late that who they are. I mean, they come on 3-4 steals in a row. I mean, who knows? Maybe 6-7 more minutes on the clock.
Hi, I'm Kasey Watkins with the SUVTV.com. I'm here with Clay Dade, the executive director and founder of the Super Soft Camp. So, Mr. Dade, what inspired the creation of this great camp?
I think it was created based on the opportunity for players that were elite rising sophomores every year to have their own venue dedicated exclusively to them. So many events are, really designed around the upperclassmen, rising juniors, rising seniors across the country, tournaments, camps, and there really wasn't anything for the elite top premier rising sophomores. And having worked in the NBA as a scout and been around high school basketball and recruiting for 20 years, about 6 or 7 years ago, we thought, wow, there needs to be an opportunity for a setting, a well-organized setting where high exposure kids can come to raise their profile, learn a little bit about the game in between a lot of the summer events that are going on. And Super Soft Camp has just taken off, and it's really been because of the great, talent that we've been able to have discovered at a young age. We got, the top 5 picks in this year's NBA draft. I think 4 of them came through our Super Soft Camp, and I think all 5 came to our Fab Frosh Camp, which is the one that is for a rising freshman, precedes this.
So what do you hope that these young men really get out of this camp? If you could pick one thing that they take away, what do you want them to take away?
Wow. One thing, I think it's really that you really have to love the game. You have to be dedicated to the game and make it your craft. We talk about that here with our coaches. We have a great coaching staff. We talk about being committed to developing and working on your game. We talk about being coachable. We talk about having great habits. We talk about having a great attitude and approach to the game, because for all the dreams and aspirations and goals that they have, all these guys want to play in the NBA. They all will play in college, and we hope that they will take away from the camp the competitive level that you have to play at, the motor that you have to have, the focus and the coachability that you have to have, and the discipline and desire that you have to have, coupled with their spectacular talent. I mean, sensational talent.
So what are some things that really just impress you about these young kids this weekend?
They're excited to be here. They really look forward to coming. And so when they get here, their motor's running, their energy's high, they're anxious to really show what they can do. And we talk about it all the time. It's really about, using this as a platform to gain momentum going into the rest of the summer. And they're ready to go. They're ready to tear up the summer after being in this environment. And we just hope that it carries them along a long way. And we're just excited. We're just pleased that they were able to come.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
I'm Kasey Watkins, the SUVTV.com. I'm Kasey Watkins with UBA TV, and I'm here with our MVP, Mr. Jonathan Murphy. So, Jonathan, how does it feel to go out there and win MVP today?
Oh, it feels good. I just gave them my all. I only know how to go 100, to be honest. So I just kept the engine going, picking rolls, just attacking the rim.
And you had a scoring outburst of 27 points, so obviously you're moving out the ball, getting some good shots. So talk about how you were able to get open and knock down some jumpers.
I had told Freddie, our point guard, I said, man, I'm just going to do a pick and roll. If they help on you, I'm going to attack the rim. If they don't, just shoot the mid-range. We did the pick and roll all game, and I was just rebounding, just running the floor.
So talk a little bit about what this does for your team. Is this a confidence boost for them? You getting this individual award, you can go back and get the guys hyped up for the rest of the season?
Yeah, it is a good confidence boost. It just show them just to keep working hard, just go 100 the whole time. So,
And what do you think you showcased during this game?
Just running the floor and rebounding, just, moving without the ball pretty much. A lot of my stuff, it wasn't, a lot of one-on-one. It was just pick and roll, just simple stuff. So.
Right. Thank you. I'm Kasey Watkins with UBA TV. Kasey Watkins with UBA. I'm here with Anthony Oxley, who was the champion of the three-point contest. So, Anthony, you went crazy from the field out there. How did it feel?
Oh, it felt great. It's definitely something that I've been dreaming about, coming and playing in Phillips Arena for the last few weeks. And it just felt good to get out there and do what I was planning on doing and take the three-point championship. So it's great.
So did being at Phillips Arena make the basket seem a little bit wider to you?
Oh, yeah. Every time I threw it up, it felt like it was going in. I only missed one in the first round because I moved out of the spot, but I knew I was going 10 for 10 in the last round, and it felt great.
Is rhythm a big thing for you when it comes to your shooting?
Oh, yeah. It's definitely a big thing, and I think my teammates know how to find me now, and they know as soon as I'm open, I'm going to let that thing go. And yeah, once I see one go in, I know it's going to be good. So as soon as I make that first one, I know I was coming all the way around for 10. So it was great.
Are you looking to make a push into the playoffs with this momentum you're taking from the three-point contest and kind of take that back to your team?
Yeah, definitely. Last year was a rough year for GIE. We're not used to being out of the playoffs. So we're going to take this momentum that we've built for the season, really, and we're going to really build on it. And we're going to be the UBA champions at the end of the season, hopefully. So this is big for us. Thanks.
Thank you. I'm Kasey Watkins.